Yeah. We have 41 seconds, 40 seconds before we go live.
What is today's date?
That's done not clicking on the core rule sections because it's the only way you can get the background, but it's only got core things in it, just in case it makes a difference.
Yeah. Oh, everybody's sending me things. All right, are we ready, Mehdi?
We are ready.
So, last session, welcome. Last session. You returned from Whitby after speaking at length with Paula Teague. You returned to London, discovering on your journey back that there had been yet another death. And as you can see on the bigger map that I've posted here now, each of the deaths are located on the map for you. So you can get an idea of what's going on.
While Sam's driving back, I'll be starting to read through the Dracula book to read the annotations and things to try and figure out what the hell's happened. I haven't had time to read that, but I'm just going to start reading it.
Cool. Okay.
Didn't we already get back to London?
You are back at London because you went
to my house, yeah.
Well, you went to your house.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's right.
It was still under lockdown, but you were allowed in to get some gear, which you did. I think you did, didn't you?
Indeed, yeah.
And then they put you up in a nearby.
It was a hotel, on Rhoda Grove. Park Villa Boutique Hotel.
Grove, yeah. Rhonda Grove, all white house, Sam's place. Oh, and then stay in a Mile End Hotel on Grove Road. Yes. So you've got yourself checked into Mile End. Couple of rooms. It is late. Actually, it's early evening. Actually, on the 5th of September, which is a Monday. You also heard, if I remember rightly, when you left Whitby in the morning and you were watching the news and reading the local newspapers, you discovered that the brooch that had been found with the drowned woman had been stolen.
That's right.
Oh,
yeah.
right, okay.
So what did you learn last session? Let's have a look. God, you learned all sorts.
Yeah, our plans, I think, tomorrow would be to try to find what's his face, the boyfriend, Oliver Tate.
Oliver Tate. Okay. All right.
But we need to get him outside business hours because he's with that Lord Homewood, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
But we've got his address now, haven't we? 41 Pewley Hill, Guildford.
Yeah.
So.
You do indeed have his address. In case I need to book. Because you throw me off in a different direction that I'm not expecting you to go again.
What do you mean in case? It's almost guaranteed.
That's what we're here for. Just to throw you. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Just to recap, Death 1 was lady on the car park roof. Death 2 was the one in the underground car
Alley.
park alley. Yeah.
Yeah.
Death 3
is the one that happened on the 4th. So it happened last night, and you saw it on the news this morning. It was reported that a woman was found brutally
stuffed in a
murdered
waste bin, St James
in a
Passage.
waste bin
Yep.
in the vicinity of Mitre Passage, St James's Passage.
Yeah. Got that.
Fantastic.
See, CCTV between midnight and 4 a.m. I've got written that down, so.
Yeah, I've got 12 and 4 a.m. Yeah.
All right. Anything you want to do that evening, or are we moving to the following day?
I'd like to. I'd like to do just a little bit of research, if possible, on the areas of the other 2 deaths, because the 3 tons, wasn't it? That was 10 bells. Sorry, that was linked to Jack the Ripper, and then wasn't Death 2 linked as
where
well?
she was staying. Yeah, the place.
That's right. Yeah, where she was staying.
Was.
Just where Death 3 happened, I want to have a look, see if there's anything links there to the same sort of. I mean, it's going to be complete nonsense in my eyes, but I will have a look. I mean, I've got no laptop anymore, so I'll just be on my phone anyway.
Well, I brought my laptop.
Oh, you've got yours, haven't you? Yeah.
Yeah, I picked mine up. Well, that's one of the reasons we were going to Wales.
Okay. You have a look. I'm not going to tell you anything. You have a look at those locations. I can remind you of the numbers and the places.
Can you? Yeah, the orange is blocking out one of them. Duke's something or other. What's that road?
Hold on. Duke's
Place.
Yeah. So, location number 1.
Yes, actually, Duke Street. Street running northwest. Original Shoemaker Road, has been renamed Duke Street by the end of the 18th century. It's on the Jack the Ripper wiki.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. What does it tell you about that location?
I'm trying to see what it says. Opposite the Great Synagogue was the Imperial Club of 16th, 17th Duke Street. At 1:30 a.m., 30th September 1888, Joseph Lawandi, Harry Tudis, and Joseph Haim Levy made to leave the club by 1:35 while passing the entrance church passage, which led from Duke Street to Mitre Square. Here they saw a woman later identified as Catherine Eddowes talking to a man. 10 minutes later, Eddowes was found dead in Mitre Square. Duke Street was also part of the regular beats of city PCs, James Harvey and Edward Watkins. PC Harvey had entered the church passage from Duke Street at 1:40 a.m. that morning and had seen nor heard anything suspicious.
Okay.
So
See,
that 1888.
That was the 30th of September as well, wasn't it?
30th September, yeah.
I'm glad these dates aren't matching up because we're like 25 days early. But the times match up in a sense. It's 12:55 or thereabouts. 1:45, so it was found.
Yeah, it was 1:30 that they left, and by 1:35 they were passing and saw someone talking. So yeah, it would have been about the same time.
So, mate, don't you think it's bloody strange? All these three murders all linked to the same Jack the Ripper thing. Do you reckon it's a copycat or what?
I don't know. Are they linked with this Dracula book in any way as well?
Well, no, this Dracula's fiction, mate. It's a book that Bram Stoker wrote.
Yeah, but Patricia said that it wasn't.
Yeah, she was saying it's more of a guide, didn't she?
It was a report, like an after-action report.
That's right. And I do find it strange that some of the things in this book, in the Dracula book, it's like the shipping company that they used to bring Dracula across in the book is the same one as named the same thing as what's in Whitby, and the ship they use, it's the same name. That's what I said the other day. Do you remember?
Yeah. Well,
what's that phrase? It wasn't the Damocles. It was the. Demeter, that's it. Sorry, yes.
Demeter, yes.
Yeah,
See, that's the same ship that brought the coffin across with. Yeah.
Well, they said something about what's that phrase? Something like once or twice can be a coincidence, 3 times isn't, or something. Something along those lines. It's basically too many times the same thing. There's a pattern.
Yeah.
So 1, 2, 3.
I tell you what we should do. We should get out that a video of that Keanu Reeves. He was in a Dracula film back in '90s. I'll have to go rent it from Blockbusters as a bit of a midnight viewing.
Does Blockbusters still exist in 2011?
I bet it's borderline. Oh yes, it does. Oh no, it does. Yes, it does.
Yeah, I'd much rather watch the Underworld films.
Okay. So that seems to link you to the Jack the Ripper murders. What about the other locations?
Right, sorry, let's go back up. Sorry, I was just thinking there about maybe find out where the other deaths happened of Jack the Ripper.
So the other one you know is one was found in the underground, the pseudo underground car park at 29 Hanbury Street.
That's right. That's in Whitechapel, isn't it? So, Hanbury Street, Jack the Ripper, 1888, 6 a.m. on 8th September. Annie Chapman was found. Yeah, in the backyard of 29. There we go. Yes, it's exactly the same.
Now, look at the first location. That one's going to be harder.
And that's the car park, isn't it?
Partly, I haven't written it down.
We'd already tied the pub that we were into Jack the Ripper on that, hadn't we?
Yeah, but maybe there's something with the car park there as well.
So, have a look right now. The place where the car park sat is currently known as Dorset Street.
Where the site of Mary Jane Kelly, 9th of November 1888.
Yeah. So now we need to know where the other locations were that murders happened. And then there's a it's not a possibility, something's going to happen at each of those locations. Right, Annie Chapman was the 8th of Sept. That's Hanbury Street, but 9th of November was Mary Kelly. So it looks like these are going backwards in a sense, date-wise. Because Mary Kelly location was November, and the other two were September.
Yeah. There was always a question as to what happened in October. Why wasn't there a murder in October?
Maybe there wasn't, just nobody found the body.
Maybe it was his birthday. Could be absolutely anything.
Maybe he was thrown in the clink for being drunk and missed that month.
Okay.
So you got so far we've got the you got Whitechapel High Street. There's a Princess Alice pub. 10 Bells pub we've been to. The White Hart, Osborne Street, Hanbury Street, Brick Lane, Ye Frying Pan, Gunthorpe Street, George Yard, and Dorset Street we've already been to.
I found something called a map of Jack the Ripper's London. There's a Golston Street.
Yeah.
It's not pretty good. Easy to navigate.
That's the one. That's next to Mitre Square is Golston Street.
Right. What's that one?
Yeah, 7th of August on Gunthorpe Street, then known as George Yard. Body of a local prostitute was found. That's Martha Tabram.
She's not one of the Canon 5, though.
Oh, right, okay.
So the Canon 5 are Annie Chapman, Mary Ann Nichols, Mary Jane Kelly, Elizabeth Stride, and Catherine Eddowes. You have the Pinchin Street torso, which was found in Pinchin Street, Frances Coles, which was found in Swallow Gardens, Martha Tabram in George Yard, Emma Smith, Osborne Street, and Alice Mackenzie in Castle Alley. Those other ones are potential victims that were never attributed.
So there's the Gold 5 that you just mentioned. Let's see. What are their names? Mary Ann Nichols.
Sorry, I was busy reading then and not
Yeah,
what I'm doing.
Yeah, that is fine. Okay, so you've got a bunch of... You've joined a few dots. And if you remember, if you go back to the original email, let me remind you of what that said.
I was going to say it started again or something, hasn't it?
I believe the cycle has begun. There are 4 to go before it will stop. Same MO, same area, same man.
But how can it be the same man?
Yeah, are they meaning the same man for these or same man as the original ones? That would be...
Well, same
How
MO,
you
same
did it.
area, same man, question mark.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a bit of a leap. It's same MO, same area, and same man. That man would therefore have to be 140 years old.
Yeah.
Plus.
Unless you read it in the fact that these 5 all have the same MO, same area, same man, rather than the same as the Jack the Ripper ones, because she never mentions Jack the Ripper, just that the cycle's begun again, but these are all done by the same man. Doesn't necessarily mean that these are done by the same man as previously. It's how
you interpret the message.
Yeah,
Well,
it's a context.
and the other thing I'll say is one's gone before her, so she was number 2.
So 10 Bells was number 2.
That's what I'm reading into it.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Because she's saying that there's 4 to go. Now clears 3 to go, and then now 2 to go.
So that's the first one. Second. Well, there might only be 1 if she's classed as one of the...
No, because she's saying in the email that 1's already happened, so there's only 4 to go.
Yeah.
Then she was killed, making it 3.
So she's the second.
And then there's the... Oh, sorry, yes. Then there's the lady... Yeah, sorry, 2, 1. Yeah, yeah. One to go. That's right.
There's 1 left, so... Technically, that makes it easier.
Yeah, I've got 1 location to go to.
We've only got 1 place to case out. Do we know which location that is, though?
Yeah, we can plot it out on the map, can't we?
Oh. Yeah, I got it.
So who've we got? We've got Jukes is covered. Elizabeth Stride, where did she die?
Let's find out. Elizabeth Stride.
Francis Cole. We've not found. That's the other one, wasn't it? Francis Cole.
It's Francis Cole we're after, not Elizabeth Stride.
I think. I'm guessing. Which is 40 Commercial Street, London.
Who?
The Princess Alice
Cole
was also the last place where Francis Cole, the last official victim of the Whitechapel murders, was seen alive before she was attacked and killed.
I'm not sure whether she's one of them.
Oh, that's true, yeah. Well, why does it say the last official victim then?
Yeah, that's still an unsolved murder Maybe they're just tying it together. So which one was it again? The other one you mentioned.
Elizabeth Stride, wasn't it?
Elizabeth Stride. I had her name. Oh, there we go. Seriously, with the top on details here. I just want the location.
She was...
I don't need the step-by-step history.
I know, I've got the whole same thing here as well.
I'm going over the top.
At 40 Burner Street.
Here we go. So turning into Burner Street from Commercial Road.
Yeah.
Having gotten as far as the gateway where the murder was committed, he saw the man start to speak to a woman who was standing at the gateway.
Yeah, Dutfield's Yard.
Just to give you a pointer, focus on the canonical, recognised Jack the Ripper murders. Because there's a whole bunch around and just after that people think that there were tenuous links to, but were never proven.
Number 5 is Mary Ann Nichols, Annie Chapman, Elizabeth Stride, Catherine Eddowes, Mary Jane Kelly. So they're the ones we've got, are we?
Yeah, that's it. Mary Ann Nichols, Annie Chapman, Elizabeth Stride, Catherine Eddowes, and Mary Jane Kelly.
Otherwise, you end up going off on tangents, and they're not going to be. You're on the right track. You need to figure out where the first one was, and then figure out. Then that leaves you with an identification of where the last one will be.
So we've got the first. Oops. The death one is off Plymouth Street. Hello. I'm not coming.
Okay, so we've got here. So if I say, so the Whitechapel murder was committed 5 murder committed 5 murder.
So
I've discounted those. The first real Whitechapel murder took place on the 31st of August when Mary Ann Nicholas was found in Bucks Row. So 31st August. Bucks Row, that was Mary Ann Nichols. So then he goes on to list Annie Chapman, Elizabeth Stride, and Catherine Eddowes as certain victims before concluding that on the morning of the 9th of November, Mary Jeanette Kelly was found murdered in Miller's Court, Dorset Street. So, have we been to Bucks Row yet? I don't think we have.
Nope. Does Bucks Row exist?
Well, it's got here Durwood Street.
Durwood Street.
When I type in Bucks Row, it comes up with Durwood Street.
Yeah, Durwood Street's actually technically not on this map, but it's
Oh.
off the end of the A11. So let me give you a quick sort of.
It's just off Whitechapel Road. Bucks Row was and still is an inspiring thoroughfare situated behind Whitechapel Underground Station, just off Whitechapel Road. Bucks Row is now known as Durwood Street.
There you go.
Yeah, 9th. So yeah, that's where we need to have a look, definitely. Okay, Dorset Street, Miller's Court, Dorset Street. Okay, so I've got Miller's Court here now.
Got Durwood Street on here, off Winthorpe Street. Like Durwood Street, just up the road, Mary Ann Nichols with a little castle symbol.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Historical landmark now. Oh, that's not very good. We only got July 2022. You haven't got any other dates on there.
You have to go further down the road.
Yeah.
But you can get to a point. There's a big iron gate, and you can get to a point where you can see 2012.
Yeah, just got that now. Load of workmen sitting outside.
Yeah.
Right, I have my usual. Have I got the right Dorset Street?
Durwood Street.
Oh, Durwood.
Durward. Just off Winthorpe Street as well.
Ah, got it.
No, Winthrop Street.
As you can see on the 2012 map, there was a whole load of work going on, and you can find out that it was made. It was part of Crossrail, so a bunch of tunnels and stuff that they were building.
Yeah, if you go away from the tube station, yeah, it goes back in time.
Yeah, going down Winthrop Street, you can't see much more. I thought maybe you could get behind it, but no. The problem we're going to have, though, is the second one wasn't killed in that location, was she? She was just left there.
Well, this is it.
So if we camp this out, hoping to interrupt them.
Yeah, we just could get
could
somebody
just
bringing a
end up
body
being
out.
them. Yeah, it could be.
And it might not even be the killer. It could be anybody.
Yeah.
A hireling or whatever. Can't beat Fanta.
It's the only lead we've got, really, though. Because they could just take anybody and then just drive up there. We've got no way of narrowing it down who it is.
Nah, we haven't. Apart from they're all pretty good-looking women, weren't they? But then this day and age, there's
yeah.
You could throw a stone at a pretty bird.
Okay. Well, the evening is passing on.
So we go to Sturwood Street anyway. Take a look at the area, see if someone else might be checking it out.
Yeah. Let's also try to make an appointment to see. Let's not get sidetracked. Yeah, let's go see Tate. Because he must be the one that's been sending the emails after.
Well, we've only had any since the
second one.
One of the underground car park. Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. She was dead when that came through. So yeah, I mean, he must know that Cassandra's dead now.
You'd think so.
So refresh my memory. Who is James Alexander?
He's the fake detective.
That's
right.
right.
Remember, right?
Yeah.
Correct. Yes. Yes, he's the fake detective.
The Burns MI5 agent with the burn notice.
Oh, if I'd have turned the page over, I would have. Yeah.
Yeah, got a few pages worth of notes here. It's like, yeah, he's confused.
Don't forget, the woman whose body was found in Whitby was called Lucy Westerner. She worked for a charity known as Heal the Children, not Save the Children, as I said repeatedly last session. So she was a caseworker working out of the London office at Britain Street, which is ironically just round the corner from the Save the Children offices.
And that was Romanian links, wasn't it?
That has Romanian links.
Yeah.
A social media socialite kind of star, Tabitha Homewood, is linked to Heal the Children as one of their stars that they roll out at various charity events.
The daughter of Lord
Philip. She is the daughter of Lord Godalming, Philip Homewood, who is the boss of Oliver Tate.
Yes, that's a nice little link all the way through that.
Yeah. So
how long it took me to get that link going.
So that charity office, is that anywhere near these Jack the Ripper sites?
Oh, there's a good question. I'm hoping the answer is no, because that wasn't deliberate.
I'm trying to figure out how we're tying the Jack the Ripper and Dracula together.
No, it's not near.
Right, okay.
But let me help you with that question. I've got to find the book. Give me a sec. Okay. Page 24 of the Dracula dossier. Page 60 of the Dracula dossier. Page 162 of the Dracula dossier. There are three distinct references as you kind of flick through that book, asking yourself that question. There are three references to Jack the Ripper, or the Ripper case, in the book.
Yeah. 19 will preface Stoker extract to Ripper case, or possibly Thames Torso murders.
The Thames Torso murders, it was also speculated as whether they were technically related to Jack the Ripper and just changed his modi operandi, but they never found out.
Oh. Stoker signs to be solidified bitumen oil that found in Romania. Could be some jet be Romanian oil. You can track a baptism.
Just be careful about how much of a rabbit hole that book takes you down right now. Because there's lots of rabbit holes that you can end up in.
Yeah, I'm quite glad I haven't read it yet then.
I do love what they've done with the book, I think it's fantastic.
It is amazing.
What's that?
Right, so moves box from car house and standards designed for the London Society, sells a dagger to raise funds. Kills WS. Hmm.
There is a tenuous link in the document that you have linking to or referencing Jack the Ripper, but it is a tenuous link.
Indeed.
But a link nonetheless.
Yes.
One is directly referenced in it appears to be a letter, and the other two seem to be footnote markings or margin comments.
So if we were to believe this, whoever wrote the annotations in the book is saying that it wasn't Jack the Ripper that did these murders. It was it was Dracula, and now apparently he's doing it all again, allegedly. That's kind of like
sanity roll.
Wallops.
But no, we don't have a concept of sanity in the game. No.
Okay, so
I don't remember if you have a concept of sanity in the actual game. I'm not sure.
You do. Well, there's a way to put it in. Let's put it this way.
I'll dig into that because I think that's a useful thing to add.
Yeah, I'll dig out some stuff for White Death, which has sanity in it.
Yeah. Go.
I was just going to say, so if we've got links to the things, well, what are we doing now? Are we going to check out this area?
I think, personally, Mark, what we need to do is we need to get in contact with Tate, because he seems involved in this, and he's our only live direct link.
He was, but he seems to have missed a few steps lately.
Well, we don't know what he's supposed to be doing, so we don't know what he's missed. Because, I mean, we're assuming it's him that sent the second email to you.
Yeah.
About the second murder.
Are you thinking of going to see him tonight or something then?
Oh, we could do it. It'd be
well, by now it's nearly 9:30 at night. So by the time you get to Guildford, it's probably an hour's drive. 40 minutes drive from where you are.
If we go during the day, I mean, he's going to be working with his boss from 8 o'clock onwards. I would say 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's go now. Bugger it. Let's do it. We can get a coffee on the way.
Yeah.
Okay. You're going to head to Guildford.
Yeah.
So I've got no concept of distances and times in this area because it's city. Everything's slower in the city than it is in the countryside. You can get quite far in the countryside at
you can.
in time. So yeah, I'm relying on you lots to know how long it would take to get somewhere.
Okay. So roughly speaking, it would take you an hour and 18 minutes to get from your current location down to Guildford, to the address that you have.
So it's going to be 9, 11 o'clock by the time, or just before 11 when we get there.
Yes.
Yeah, barring any. I don't think he'll be an early sleeper.
Nah, I wouldn't have thought so. It's whether or not he's married or not, and
well, he's not. He was a boyfriend, wasn't he?
it was a partner, but was it a work partner, or like did he work for MI5 and
No,
this thing? Or?
she said they were moving in together, didn't she?
Yep.
Right.
They were lovers. They were the lover type partner.
Yeah, I forgot about the moving in together. Yeah, that makes sense.
So you jump into Mark's car and head. You're going to effectively head southwest, out of London, probably. Yeah, out of London, down to through Clapham Common, Wandsworth, onto the A3, follow the A3 all the way out of London, pick up the A3 back Camberwell, down past the M25 and further down to Guildford, approximately, to Pewley Hill. And specifically to number 41 Pewley Hill. The house in front of you is a rather nice house. Again, if you look on the house on Google Maps, it is a rather... is that the one? Yeah, it's called... Well, actually, it doesn't matter what it's called. It's not called that, because obviously we try to keep it as generic as possible. Oh, no, I was looking at it the wrong way. It is quite an interesting house. It has a little bit of, almost a little bit of Gothic styling to it, with sort of church-like windows and strange kind of styling. What does it look like in 2011? Let's have a look.
2012, that one, 29.
Yeah. Yeah. It looks rather tasty, doesn't it?
This is the one with a field next to it, isn't it? The bowling green.
Field next to it.
Yeah.
Yes, you've got the right location this time.
Awesome.
Yes, a small lean-to at the front, sort of a church-like window at the top. A nice white and brick house.
Any lights on?
There is from the road, that upper window directly in front of you is on, but there is a curtain that is drawn, so the light is just bleeding from the sides.
No problem. Let's just go knock.
Yeah. Any cars on the drive?
There is a car on the drive. There will be probably a sort of a box standard 3 Series BMW.
But just
nothing. It'll be black. Nothing ostentatious, but equally sort of something that stands out for a middle class person. God, my camera's gone weird, isn't it? I do wonder if it's the light from the bulb causes the camera to flicker and change colour. Parking as you do, you get out and you go out to the house. Are you going to just knock on the front door?
Yeah.
Okay. You knock on the front door and you'll notice that after a few moments there is a light comes on downstairs, and then where the front door is you can see a light kind of come on in the hallway, and you hear a sort of a chain go across the door, and then the door opens a crack and you get a yes.
Mr. Tate?
Yes.
Do you recognise us?
No, why should I? And why are you knocking on my door at 11:30?
You are the Mr. Tate that is or was associated with Cassandra Irvin?
Yes. But I've told the police everything I know. Are you police? You don't look like police. Show me your badge.
No, we're not police, mate. It looks like your, I'm going to say your partner, or was it ex-partner?
No, his partner.
Yeah, I was sorry. I was edging here for a question from him. To be fair,
You're asking him? No,
Yeah.
no, my
your partner.
my partner. Yeah, yes.
It looks like she employed us to do something.
He kind of opens the door. Well, it doesn't because it's a chain. But he kind of just pauses for a moment. Okay. It's a bit late at night.
I know. We thought we'd get you before you went to work in the morning, just so we could ask you a few questions. So you don't know anything about the work your partner was doing, do you? And you've not sent an email to this gentleman behind me, have you?
Are you just the two of you?
Yes.
Recording devices?
No.
Have you been bugged?
No.
No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Weapons?
Well, it's London, isn't it?
No, this is Guildford. This is rather the posh end of Guildford.
Well, sorry, we just come from London.
He
No,
removes the
fire
chain. He kind of closes. He goes, 1 second. He closes the door. You'll hear the chain go, and he opens the door again. He says, "Come in quickly."
Okay.
Okay.
Just want to make sure I have a quick look, see if he's got anything in his hands.
No, nothing in his hands.
So as I go through the door, I'm going to make room for Mark to come through. I'm going to turn and face him so I can see what he's doing while
Come in. Can I get you a drink of anything? Coffee, perhaps?
you know, that would be lovely, Mr. Tate.
Yes, please.
He takes you into the dining room. A rather, I mean, it's a fairly formal, laid out room. A rather nice sort of oak dining table. A couple of units that display some rather nice china. Another unit that had like a sort of a cabinet that has a rather nice sort of silver tray with crystal decanter, probably containing whiskey, and sort of 4 small kind of whiskey glasses around it. And he sort of says, make yourself at home. I wasn't expecting visitors.
I'm just
So-
going to take my pants off.
What brings you here?
Well,
Did
go on,
you-
Mark.
To start with, did you actually send this message to me? I'll show the text message.
What did the second message say?
It was
Just-
the address,
29 Hanbury Street.
go there now or something like that.
No. Why?
Your Cassandra hired us to look into something, and let's just say that she knew more about us than we expected, but somebody else also seems to know something about us because they sent me this message,
I'd speak.
and we assumed it was you.
Cassandra was very. And he kind of pauses for a second, and and you notice that he kind of seems to take a deep breath, and Cassandra was obsessed with Romania. It was her job after all, but she was positive that something was coming in from Romania to the UK, something that posed a danger to the country, but she could never really place what it was. She even recruited her sister to help her. I told her not to. The best thing that I know, she said that she'd received a strange package from her sister that just contained soil. I thought nothing of it. I thought that was just a prank that her sister was doing just to kind of appease her. So I kind of just left it at that. But no, she did mention that she'd got a couple, or was hoping to meet a couple of agents that she could have in place. I presume that gentleman is you, but she tended to keep this stuff to herself. I can give you a key to her flat and her flat address to see if there's anything there that might be of use.
Is that the flat at... And I'll give him the address because I can't find it to hand.
8 Coxon Way.
That's it. Is that 8 Coxon Way?
Yes, yeah, you know it.
Yes, we've had a look there already, and there's a couple of things to...
Yeah, she wouldn't really take me there. She said it was not a place for me to be, that some of her work things were there and she had to keep it quiet. She definitely said that she had to keep it quiet. She brought some things from work that she shouldn't have brought out. You know what she did, yes?
Yes.
Yeah, yes.
Did she have a work partner that she was working on these cases with?
No, this particular thing was a pet project of hers. She said it kept getting her in trouble with her boss. 1 second. I think she said his name was Trevor.
Sorry, I missed that. So his name was...
Trevor.
Yeah, you got it, yeah.
Try again.
Trevor.
Trevor.
Just to talk about that soil that her sister sent her. There was some weird things in it. There's little worms. But they were like very pale, and when they came out, there was UV light, and they just burst into smoke.
Sorry, it wouldn't be Trevor, would it? It wouldn't be Trevor because he's MI5. I'll just give you an MI5 name. It would be Brett. But no, you only ever spoke about her boss. Though she told me once that she didn't think she could trust him. There was something odd about him. He was often quite intense, but yes, there was something about his eyes that just didn't sit right. Also known as an AI-generated picture.
Brilliant.
But I never met him. The funny thing about that lifestyle, people didn't meet outside of that lifestyle. So what is this about? What has she got you doing? she got you invest. Are you from the agency?
Can't really say, sir. But suffice to say, at the moment, whoever's been sending these emails, and your partner was one of them, has pointed towards some murders that have happened. Very peculiar murders.
Do you know anyone else that would have access to her emails? To be able to send... Because emails have been sent after her passing. So somebody else has access to her account.
No, not that I'm aware of. I guess maybe her boss, Brett, has access to it. Maybe one of the IT guys there, but why would they send you the message?
That's why we're trying to find them, to find out. We never actually met her. She passed before we actually met her, so we don't know what's going on here.
What does your boss do, Lord Homewood? Philip, if you don't mind me asking.
Conservative peer. He does a bunch of things. Why?
Oh, what do you do for him, should I say?
Oh, I'm his political aide, I suppose. I help him write some of his papers and formulate his plans for who he's going to support in what thing.
And what are his links to Romania, if you don't mind me asking? Does he have any dealings out there?
Not particularly that I'm aware of. No, I mean, he's on the joint committee for the national security strategy. Because of his British Army experience, his defence industry experience, he's quite militant on his intervention stance overseas, and definitely supported and continues to very vocally support the war on terror.
Well, that's a very remarkable man then. His daughter, though, is it Lucy?
Lucy? No, Tabitha.
Tabitha.
They don't really get on very well.
Ah. No, we were recently up north in Whitby, where one of Tabitha's workers was turned up dead because she works at Heal the World, Heal the Children.
Yes, Lord Homewood has, Lord Godalming has mentioned them. I believe for a while he contributed small amounts of money here and there through his daughter, but his daughter seemed to get up to some things that she shouldn't have done in Romania, which upset him a little bit and caused him to cut her off, at least until she finds her way again. Family embarrassments, not something that a man of Lord Godalming's status would really want.
No, he wouldn't want anything coming out of the woodwork, would he?
No.
It's just that it seems that these things are all linked into what your partner, what Cassandra, was looking into.
Oh.
Import, export.
Did she leave anything unusual with you?
No, not particularly.
And when you say, sorry for all the questions, Mr. Tay, but You say the police have been to see you?
They did, yes. They came to talk to me yesterday about Cassandra's passing. They wouldn't give me much information about things other than that unfortunately she passed away. Do you know any more about the circumstances of her death?
Possibly a little bit more, but just bear with me one moment. So I'm going to describe Mr. Alexander, thank you. God, you know.
I knew where you were going with that.
To the best of my ability, I'm going to describe what he looks like. I don't suppose you've seen that man, have you?
No. Why would I? No. Is he related to Cassandra? Were they together when she died? Was she having an affair?
No, she wasn't. It just seemed very strange that when we were asked to come in for the same interview you had with the police, that man pretended to be a policeman and had an interview with us and then went, leaving us to believe he was a member of the police force, which he wasn't. And the reason we were having an interview is because we had arranged to meet her that night.
Oh, okay. So you are the agent that she spoke about then. She didn't really. Okay, she just said that she'd found a couple of people that could help her in her investigations. She didn't really say anything more.
So she hasn't told that. She never actually passed any information on to us. So we're assuming that yes, we are the two that you're on about, but we don't know because we never actually got to speak to her.
Sadly, she passed while we were waiting for her. And I'd like to think that I think we know it wasn't how it's been described. She seemed quite a single-minded and a very solid person from what people have been telling us about her.
She was very solid.
And I can't imagine her deciding to take things into her own hands that way. And it seems very coincidental that she died while coming to meet us. And then, of course, after that...
But do you know... But nobody would tell me how she died or what happened.
Really?
Yeah, they just said that she'd had an accident in London and they were just investigating the accident.
Did he come across as genuine to us?
Give me
insight.
Insight, please.
I'd like to follow up on that because that seems very strange that... Because at least somebody would go to...
If I... I could...
Oh, I'm going to reverse mine.
I was going to say, you could reverse yours. I'd still be a failure just about.
Yeah.
I find it very strange that he's not been asked to identify the body.
Yeah.
Remember, it's only 5 days.
Yeah.
And the death was somewhat suspicious. He's genuine as far as he's, it's actually a sore point for him. He's desperate to for that closure, but it seems that closure is being withheld.
And the official story that we've been told is she jumped from a car park. So
She jumped.
We don't think that's true, but that's the story that the police are going with at the moment.
No way she jumped. You mean she took her own life?
That's,
Like a Sandra?
Hmm.
She wouldn't do that.
I know.
She was happy. We were talking about getting married next year. She wouldn't do that, would she?
No, we know that.
No.
That's why we're looking into it.
She was minutes away from meeting us, so that's just why we don't think this is true.
She
We think somebody.
She literally
didn't
parked her
want us.
car. Didn't she? Yeah, she parked her car, and then that was it. But then this Mr. Alexander had was it a photo of a very large dog?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And we found, and we found dog prints on the roof as well
Dog prints.
from a very large dog, paw prints.
Large dog paw prints.
Get near where it looks like that's she jumped from, so possibly the dog pushed her over.
With his opposable
Type of
thumbs.
location. Yeah. Well, if a Great Dane jumped up on you, you'd fall over. It's on the edge of a barrier, you'd fall over.
Oh, do they know why this might have happened?
No. But that's not part of the police story. They're just saying she's jumped. But there's more to this than meets the eye. I mean, the police haven't mentioned a dog.
Have you been able to see the body?
No.
They won't let me see it. When I ask, they just tell me that the body is in the morgue, and when I ask which morgue, they won't tell me which morgue. Do you know which morgue?
No, sadly.
We don't.
I'm beginning to wonder if they've lost the body.
Oh, they're keeping it for some reason. But why?
Would you be the person they contact, or would they contact her sister?
Next of kin, it'd be her sister, wouldn't it? Technically, because they're not married. Well, it would be Paula, but Paula would give permission for me to visit the body since I'm closest, and I've been the one that spent most of my time with her these last few. Well, the last 18 months or so. I'm confused. I'm very confused.
To be honest, we know that Paul has not had any contact by the police.
I've been.
By saying that, Paula didn't know about the death, did she?
No. Until I told him.
Philip is very, very good. He's given me a couple of days off to try and locate her. So I've been phoning some of the hospitals. The best I could get from the police is it happened somewhere near Aldgate Station.
With the Ted Bells.
I've been phoning some of the hospitals in East London and see if they happen to have had the body there, and so far I'm drawing a blank. I've been trying desperately to find her.
We've got the
into it for me.
Didn't we get the license plate of the coroner's van?
You did.
I'll give him that. So this is the van the coroner's van that was there. Whether you've got the ability to track it down, I don't know, but we haven't had any luck with that.
Do you not have the ability to track it down?
No.
Well,
as you said,
it would cost us resources.
As you said, Cassandra didn't trust her boss, so we're not.
I'm just a political advisor. I don't have any clout or any contacts with the police or nothing you can do.
Leave it with us, Mr. Tate. We'll
look into it.
Certainly, see this is upsetting you. But be rest assured, we will be looking into this murder because
Sam, your phone vibrates in your pocket.
Just bear with me 1 minute. I'm just going to stand up and just...
Okay.
Yeah, out of sight, just look at my phone.
It is... actually, Mark, yours also vibrates.
Oh, okay. Put it down.
You have another email from Hopkins.
Ooh.
So he sends it to both of us this time.
Yes.
Okay. So sorry, Mr. Tate.
Everything okay, gentlemen?
Yeah, well, just no. We'll leave you to it now, unless Mark here can think of anything else he needs to ask.
He pulls out a small card. He kind of stands up and goes to a jacket that's hung behind the door, and he pulls out a business card.
Why, thank you.
Oliver Tate. It's got secretary to Lord Godalming. It's got a address of 1 second. Notes all over the place. It's got an address of 2 Barton Street, London, as the offices of Lord Godalming. It has a mobile phone number and a London landline. And an email, which would be something along the lines of a.tate at probably something like hop.gov.uk or something. I don't know what the official Houses of Parliament email addresses are, but let's call it that. Or it'll be HOL actually for House of Lords at gov.uk. If you find out anything about where my beloved fiance's body is, please let me know. I would like to go and see it, and hopefully it's just a misunderstanding and the police are going to contact me again in the next couple of days to go and formally identify the body. Her parents long passed away. I'm not sure if Paula told you that, but her and Paula have been alone for many years.
Yes, we have been told this, but no. But anything we do find out, Mr. Tate, we will contact you.
Thank you.
No, thank you for your time.
Gentlemen, you didn't give me your names.
No, we didn't. At this point, Mr. Tate, I think it's probably best we don't.
Okay.
But be sure we will be in touch.
Oh, okay. Thank you. He kind of stands up then and he shows you out.
No.
And as you closes the door behind you, you hear the bolt click, the key click, the latch, the chain go over the door, the light goes out, and you're watching it goes up, and then after a couple of minutes, the light upstairs goes out. And at that point, let's take a 10-minute break.
No idea what the hell the Lebanese circle is.
The Circle of Lebanon.
I found
It's
a
a
Art
vault.
and Illusion.
No, it's a set of vaults. The vaults in the Circle of Lebanon. It's in Highgate.
Yeah, because there's something called the Lebanon Circle Prophet Illusion Design.
Yeah, there's also lots of restaurants.
Yeah.
But no, it's I was going to say it's the Circle of Lebanon, isn't it? The tombs.
Interesting.
Well, that's what I've got here anyway, so I'm hoping so. Once I've gone past all the restaurants. Yeah, Circle of Lebanon, Highgate.
Yeah, I've just got shed loads of restaurants.
I tell you what, I'd love to go there. It looks lovely.
Let's see, Circle of Lebanon.
The Gothic highlights of Highgate Cemetery.
See, I'm not finding it. I've got with the Circle of Lebanon, I've got the Egyptian Avenue and Comptoir Lebanese Liverpool Street.
Just type in the Circle of Lebanon, Highgate.
I'll do a search on Google rather than on Google Maps.
Oh, sorry, yes, I did it direct through Google.
Highgate Cemetery. Right.
Just bring up images. It's a creepy looking thing.
So I've got Highgate Cemetery, but there we go. Yeah, which is the Circle of Lebanon.
Right, I'm just going to pop.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a coffee.
Because at the end, I had a Red Devil card. It was one at the time. It was the best RX 70 whatever 100 card you could get, and it was phenomenal. It would eat a like 30 60 or a 30, yeah. It would eat a 2070 for breakfast, 2070 2080, and was on a par or slightly better than a 3060. And I ended up ditching it for a 3060 because I couldn't stand the fact that it was crashing or games just wouldn't run with it.
Yeah.
Radions are like that.
I do keep it. Before I actually get anything, I'm going to be asking on the forums on PC Specialist, and
Get an RTX.
that's one of the main things.
Well, so I've now got a 4070 in this PC.
Nice. I've got a 3070.
Yeah, the 4070 is really nice. It was probably the one. It was the wrong one. I should have got the 4070 Ti. I got the 4070. It's like, why? It'd be really nice to have a 4090, but at $2,000, that's a PC. It's a PC, right?
I got mine. Do you know when the price has just doubled?
Yeah.
I got mine. I was on the wait list for Scan, and I got mine for 6, and they doubled up to 12.
Yeah.
But they kept the honour of the price, which was brilliant.
Yeah.
And I've not had any problems whatsoever. My main worry when I got it was, is this going to fit in my case?
I'm toying with changing, probably not this year, probably next year, changing the motherboard and processor.
That's exactly what I'm going to be doing, yeah.
But it'll force me to go to DDR5 memory, but that's okay. That's why I'm kind of waiting, because I've just put 64 gig of RAM in this.
Yeah.
But what I didn't realise is the 64 gig of RAM I got is very slow timings.
Right.
It doesn't seem to make any difference. You don't notice it. I'm sure it's probably the difference between, there's probably a difference of 10 frames per second or something.
Well, I went up to, I think I'm just shy of 64, of 48, whatever it is anyway, but I noticed streaming-wise when I'm doing multiple screens and lots of different things, brilliant, whereas before I was struggling.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's, I've got a Coffee Lake, it's 8th generation, I think, processor. And that's my next thing to go up. Because what we're on now, 14th generation or something like that.
Something like that. What is that Intel you've got?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was debating going to an Intel chip next.
I'm probably going to go back to AMD.
Again, I'm not. It's funny, over the years I've got Intel, then AMD, then Intel, and at the moment I'm just sticking with Intel because all the Nvidia works brilliantly with it.
Yeah.
But yes, it's
I think if there's a big price difference, I'll probably stick with AMD.
Right.
Yeah. That's the main reason I'm looking at. I can get more for my money with an AMD CPU. Though, as you were saying, go Nvidia card.
And honestly, if you can afford a 4080, put it in. But 4070 Ti, don't need any better than that. There's nothing that I can't run in high res at the moment with my 4070 card.
Even with the 370, I'm on ultra on everything. The only one I did have a problem was No Man's Sky. I think I had to limit the frame rate.
Yeah, but everybody has a problem with No Man's Sky because it's
not No Man's Sky. Sorry, Starfield. Sorry, that one.
Starfield.
Yeah.
Well, that was very unoptimized, wasn't it?
Yeah.
All right, gentlemen, shall we continue with our little tale?
Well, on the drive back to London, I'll be looking at this Lebanese circle.
Okay.
And I have been doing that. I've been googling this, and it's strange. It comes up with lots of restaurants and things. Yeah, but I did find something called the Circle of Lebanon in London, which is Highgate. Did I say it was?
Yeah, Highgate Cemetery.
A cemetery, which looks creepy as anything, but also beautiful in the same way.
Yeah, It does look nice.
It's very Gothic. There's an Egyptian part to it, but this is the focal point is this Lebanon circle of Lebanon. And Highgate is close to where I'm thinking.
Hey, essentially Swains Lane, London.
Oh, maybe not.
It's nowhere. By the way, it is nowhere near.
No,
where,
it's not. No.
A long way.
Yeah, it's Tottenham almost. So maybe that's no.
But yeah, everything else seems to point at restaurants rather than anything else that we could actually use.
The dog barks at the night as it runs along the Lebanese circle. Follow it.
Yeah.
There's no Lebanese circle on the on the underground, is there?
No, no. There is no Lebanese circle on the underground. This is true.
God. Just when I thought I'd got something then. Okay, I'm going to literally type the whole sentence into Google.
You're going to type the whole sentence into Google and do what with it?
Nothing. It brings up gibberish. Why does my dog bark at the same time every night? I love Google.
Google is awesome. Silly question.
Yeah.
Okay. The drive back is obviously an hour and a half, or an hour and 20 minutes. You've got plenty of time for whoever's driving and for the other person to be kind of digging around and doing some research. You definitely have a lead that you could follow in your belief of the Lebanese circle linking to Highgate Cemetery. Definitely an option.
Well, that would be my only thought. But it's a ways, like you say. Okay, Lebanon Circle, storytelling, magic, collectors, odysseys.
It does look like an awesome place, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
No, that idea's out the window.
Saying that, the Circle Lebanese pizza menu looks nice as well. See, it's a folk dance.
So I checked on where the Lebanon embassy was, but that's nowhere near. That's near Kensington.
Pretty cool, isn't it? It's you go down the stairs to it.
Yeah, it's like an Egyptian start, I think, and then goes into that.
Yeah. Very cool. But who knows if it's the right one?
Well, the Terror of Whitechapel by Lebanon Circle Magic Bazaar. That just sounds a little bit. Lebanon Circle, Revelations, Jack the Ripper Diaries, editions. Oh no, right. Okay. This can't be a strange link. The fact that there's a massive bizarre magic, Lebanon Circle magic. That can't be right. That's just a lucky bizarre link. Runs as it runs along the Lebanese Circle. No, I'm sorry. I would. What would I like to do?
There's something Ambeline's Repository Magic, Lebanon Magic Circle.
That's-
Lebanon Circle proudly presents the Darkest Compendium of Jack the Ripper magic.
Yeah, that's what I was just talking about the what a strange coincidence. There's a company called Lebanon Circle that's selling books about Jack the Ripper.
And videos and things.
Yeah.
That's the store that I was telling you about that I found.
I'm trying to think of a skill I could just throw out there and just say, give us a clue.
Okay. Let me give you a couple of clues. Firstly, you were definitely on the right track when you were digging into the links to the Jack the Ripper murders, trying to figure out the first murder, the fact that there was a reference in your email to the first one that could then lead you to the next one. You never finished that train. Secondly, you're pretty much spot on with the location that's referenced in that email.
Ooh.
Not pretty much. You are spot on. I thought it would be a little bit harder to track down, but clearly not.
Sorry.
That's fine.
I just kept on scrolling down and got past all the bits and pieces.
That's fine.
It's all on stream. You can watch it.
Yeah, that's fine. You should really pull on those threads. There's a third thread that you could also pull on that's related that Tate said. But it was something that Tate specifically said. about Cassandra.
Oh, she said she
a
was
boss.
throwing us to a boss, Brett. Yeah.
No, that's not it. And because it was something that was triggered by Mark's comment about why hasn't he been invited to identify the body?
The sister is.
Or the sister, yeah. Neither.
Yeah,
That's been
the
right.
bodies might be missing.
No, they're hiding the body.
And what did you say as a response to that? You have a plate number for the private ambulance.
Yeah.
I think I might have to contact Jodie and see if she can track it down.
I thought we'd actually added that in.
No.
Something. Maybe we didn't request it, but it was something that I did mention at the time.
Oh, I think you did. What was your contact?
Mine's a forensic scientist.
All right. Yeah. Did you give the plate? No, you didn't give the plate somebody or the plate number.
I was trying to track down PT with my contact, which we found before he got back. Well, he's never got back to me, really.
Did he not get back to you?
I don't remember him getting back to me.
Did I not wrap that piece up?
No. So we've got the information about her anyway, because we actually spoke to her.
Yeah. So let me see. Because I've got Jodie here.
Yeah, mine isn't Jodie.
You contacted Jodie specifically about Cassandra and about James Alexander.
That's what I did.
Nobody yet has contacted anybody about the van.
Right.
Right. In which case, I'm not going to disturb her this time of night, but I'll send a message for a if she's available for lunch tomorrow.
Okay.
Hi, do you fancy it? I'm back in London. Do you fancy a catch up?
Let's have a look. Okay. Given by the time you send her the message, it's gone midnight. And it's midnight on a Tuesday night, school night, so it's unlikely you're going to get a response from her until the morning.
No, which will be Tuesday morning, yeah.
You get back to your hotel, bed down for the night. Following morning, as you get up and kind of head down for breakfast, you do have a message from her, and she says yes. She would love to meet you for lunch.
I'll just reply back. Same place, same time.
You say same place, same time. Bring the hunk with you.
Will do.
Okay.
In the meantime, let's do some searching for this first murder.
Okay. What are you going to search for?
Well, we know it's
Burn Street.
yeah, it's
Oh, both of you give me use computer rolls.
yeah, Dale Street.
Computers. Oh, you little. Right. Actually, I'm going to reverse that. That'll be 27, won't it?
Yeah.
So
We'll get you a hard success, but look at that, all the way to formidable.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so between you come up with on the 29th of August, a woman by the name of Valerie Keyes was found dead under a tarpaulin at the Crossrail Works on Durwood Street.
Durwood, yeah.
Durwood Street.
The cross. What was that? The cross what?
Crossrail Works.
Crossrail works. Okay. So that's the other one off the side. So that's them all, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4. The first one, we've had all 5. It would be counting Cassandra.
No, you haven't. You've had 4.
You've got Death 1, Cassandra, Death 2, Death 3. So Cassandra is not included in the 5 then?
No, so number 1, Durwood. If you think about it by date order, you've got number 1 was Durwood, number 2 was Cassandra, number 3 is what's her name? Xenia.
Yeah.
Xenia Prasad. Number 4, St. James's Passage. There is a 5th, not yet happened or announced. One other thing, because I don't want you to miss the clue. Pay attention to Xenia Prasad's name. Meddy's scurrying around trying to figure that clue out.
Yes! I hate you, I do.
I know you do.
I spelt it right, haven't I? Zenia
Yep.
Prasad.
Yep.
Yeah, the full name or just pass the name that we're looking at?
Look at the full name. Xenia Prasad.
Usually pretty good at these things, and it's nothing's now jumping out at me.
Yeah. I think I've got brain dead since I started this new job. I've been bored all day, it's just rotting my brain.
It's a shame he doesn't like spell Cassandra Irvin.
So, just look up what the meaning of the two names means.
That's why I was asking both, because Prasad is chosen of God or something, but
Or gift,
a offering to God.
or just an offering.
And Xenia is hospitality, stranger or guest.
Yes. Offering. Or stranger offering.
Ah.
Super subtle clue.
Yeah.
Super subtle. But it only works for that one character. It doesn't work for any of the others, by the way. So don't go start looking at meanings of other names.
I was going to say, if it was a sacrifice or something, how would we tie that up with the other characters?
You wouldn't.
So even though I'd seen that, I'd have discounted it because there wasn't a correlation with anything else to confirm it.
It's nice, though. Nice touch.
Yeah. But yeah, that was the thing I looked at. But then I said, "Is it the whole name or just part of the name?"
Yeah, sorry.
I'd looked at Prasad at that point.
I see. To be fair, I was busy rearranging letters.
So, I mean, that's such a subtle clue that you would really, really struggle to get that one, and because it doesn't particularly tie in with anything else.
Nah.
It is a clue that's meant to be there, but it's very specific to that character. Okay, so you've got 4 of the 5 locations that match original Jack the Ripper locations. There is a 5th location that you need to track down. Obviously, you have no indication of when the next event will be. You also have an email from some random Hopkins who you have no idea who it's from, suggesting that you look for a barking dog at night that runs around the Lebanese circle. You believe the Lebanese circle to be the one. The only thing that makes sense to your to everything that you're thinking of is Highgate Cemetery, which is a long way. Well, it's not in the grand scheme of things, but it is a fair distance from where all these events are happening. The other thing that springs to mind as you kind of talking this through is the dog. The fact that at the time of Cassandra's death, a black dog was seen. Or a large dog was seen.
I've just done a Google search for Highgate Cemetery and Dracula.
Yep.
And there's a link there for that as well.
Everything has links. Do you know how much time I put into research this prologue?
I would hate to have your search history.
This prologue took me about 15, 16 hours to put together. And you ignored it and went to Whitby.
I went to Whitby. It's better up north.
You ignored it and went to bloody Whitby. And so because my idea was that, and obviously it didn't go right, was that you'd contain yourself to deal with the murders in Whitechapel.
Yeah.
Which would give you a bunch of clues to people like Paula Teague and stuff like that, but you would be focused on trying to stop the murders from happening. because you would get to that point where you were like you are now, where you're ahead of the murders, and you're like, we want to stop this from carrying on, figuring it out. That was the one thing. The second thing was, I was kind of expecting you to chase the body, which you didn't really do.
No.
So there were two things that I was thinking you were going to do. So I've kind of had to pull you back from Whitby, because otherwise, I mean, Whitby will happen. Sorry. Otherwise, London will happen, and you'll miss some bits that help better solidify other things that are happening. Yes, it's freaking complicated. And I promised myself I wouldn't make it complicated.
Yeah.
So, you've got those clues. You don't know... Well, you don't necessarily know what to do with them, or do you? The other thing that you're not really thinking too much about at the moment is, and I know it's like we don't want to use our contacts, but your life would have been so much easier with some of this had you actually decided you had a contact that could get you access to London City CCTV.
Yeah.
Or
possibly mine could, because of who he's working for.
Yours is a very specific forensic guy.
He's a forensics guy working in the basically it's like
the CCTV hub of London.
FBI. So it's the organised crime type of thing.
Okay.
Let me find the background. I did. Can't remember where I put some else now. Axel's contacts. Here we go. Serious. He's now working for the Serious Organised Crime Agency as a lead forensic scientist. Well, I was thinking that if you watch, say, NCIS, it's that type of thing where the forensics, they've got access to all scientific type of thing. That was the idea. But I don't know how much access they have, whether they can access CCTV or not.
Well, look, it's a game, isn't it? We can handwave whether they should or shouldn't have access in real life, decide if they do. And it's basically it's a roll of the dice, right? You just make a roll against the contacts and see what happens.
Yeah, and to be fair, he's doing it off the books anyway, so...
Yeah. Oh, yeah, and he could be doing it off the book, so that's not a problem. The whole point of kind of the prologue, if you like, and forcing you into a small contained area, was to try and get you thinking like this, trying to think about how you could utilize contacts, how you could utilize your own, fake IDs and things. I was half expecting one of you to go, I've got a fake ID that represents a police officer, a plainclothes detective in the Met Police, right? Yeah. And then you just go in with a Met Police badge and all this kind of stuff and pretend, very much like Alexander did, to be a member of the Met Police, to get access to anything that you wanted. Because that you've got the tools to do that. Now, I know you both created sort of spec ops type people, but it doesn't mean you can't have the tools to have that kind of thing, right?
Yeah. The reason I didn't go for that type of thing was I'm from Wales, so I wouldn't likely be in the Met Police.
Yeah. I get that. I get that, but yeah.
So yeah, having contacts, having fake IDs in that area
didn't make sense to you.
Yeah. Having contacts, yes, but having the fake IDs, not so much.
But you need to figure out how, because, like, for example, I have got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 points of CCTV coverage, information and clues that will give you an idea of what actually happened to Xenia.
Yeah.
So the detail is always there, right? And if I haven't detailed it and you ask me the question, I can very quickly make it up. But the detail is always there to give you the information you need to start thinking about, well, what do we do about it and how do we deal with it?
Yeah.
It is again, I didn't want to make it complicated, but I've accidentally made it incredibly complicated, and it will get more complicated. But it has to be if you understand the way the game works. So, the idea of Night's Map Agent is you have a pyramid with the big bad at the very top, the big bad's lieutenants down next, and then a set of things. But each of the nodes is effectively an entity in the conspiracy, and it could be anything from, Homewood. I'm not saying he's a part of the conspiracy, but it could be anything from Homewood. But what does that mean? Well, all the things he is, so what kind of links does he have? Teague, actually Whitby is a node on the conspiracy pyramid, because by exploring Whitby you get a bunch of information that branches out to other nodes and allows you to start moving up the pyramid to get to the top. And you could inadvertently, like we did in our game, end up going to like the tier, the third tier from the top or the second tier from the top if you go to the wrong place at the wrong time by asking the right question.
Yeah.
And you've been that close to doing that already. That close. There was a thread that you didn't quite pull on that I'm thinking, if you pull on this, we're in deep trouble. But everything that you're learning, by the way, everything you're learning is relevant in one way or another. At the moment, you have very little red herrings. Things might not go where you want them to go, and they might not end up where you think they're going to end up.
But everything makes sense at the moment. Yeah.
Everything is relevant. And as you saw with Tabitha, right, you find a body in Whitby that leads to Homewood that actually leads to Tate. It's all relevant. That's deliberate for obvious reasons, but it's relevant. Understanding all those little interrelationships and how they all link to, and then who do they link to, and why is that relevant, lets you kind of figure out what's going on. But yeah, as you're kind of getting your head around how the game works, I'll give you a few clues like I've done tonight, just to try and keep you on the right track. But at some point, I'm just going to let your imaginations go wild. And some of it will become relevant, and some of it I'll be like, and I have done this already, I'm like, that's a really good idea. I hadn't even thought about that. Yeah,
that's my problem. I've got a very good, or rather a really bad habit of putting ideas in GM's heads that screw us over.
Well,
I do it quite often. Yeah, that's why I can't voice everything I'm thinking of, because I might actually be giving him ammo.
No, I've got a book full of ammo. That's how thick that book is.
Yeah.
And that's got everything you need to run this game in many different ways. So by now it's about 11:10. You've kind of been digging for the last couple of hours after breakfast, kind of sat in the common room of this hotel, just kind of pinging away on Mark's laptop, on your phone, trying to kind of make heads and tails of all the information that you've got. Everything is pointing to one final location. I'll give you the location. Henrik Street. Spelled Henriches.
Sorry,
Hen. Henrik. Henriquus. And if you look at what Henrik Street was,
Elizabeth Stride.
Correct. Originally Burner Street. Now the problem is the dates don't match, and because I couldn't get a way to make, I thought about it, trust me, I thought about it, I'm like, how do I make the dates match when you've got like a week in between and you've got a month in between? And because I wasn't sure whether you'd enjoy the game or whether we'd run out of steam or what. So I wanted to create this fairly short, eight episodes in, contained introduction to how the game works. And so I couldn't drag it out across 2 months in real, in real terms, matching the dates for the dates.
So, what are we doing? Camping out the streets or camping out the cemetery? Like,
What worries me is the time's running out.
Yeah. But
you are right. I mean, have these murders happened every day, or is there a gap between?
What's that? I'm just going to go off camera for a second.
Yeah.
Can't see me.
There we go. We saw your hand there for a second there.
I know, I've got an annoying itch on my back that I can't reach, so I'm just scratching it. It's been here for like 2 hours and it's really driving me mad.
I can just picture him walking up, sticking his back up against the door handle.
Yep. I have a large hand I put down my back. It's great.
Oh, feels so much better. Sorry, screamers. So, time is running out.
So when did we actually start this? It was the 31st of August, wasn't it?
Yeah, you were called for the meeting on the 31st of August.
And we're on the 5th. Well, we're on the...
You are on this Tuesday, the 6th of September.
Now.
Yeah.
So, the first murder happened on the 1st of September. Oh, no, it's the 31st, sorry, wasn't it?
Well, No, so the first murder actually happened on the 28th.
I was going to say that was the second, the 31st, because that was Cassandra.
Correct. Because you've discovered this morning that there was a body found of a woman in Durwood Street, and you're making the assumption correctly that it's related, because Durwood Street is the location of one of the murders of Jack the Ripper. And since all of the others seem to be related to locations that Jack the Ripper murders happened, you make the rather correct assumption that one in Durwood Street was possibly the first that Cassandra was referring to.
So it's just like one more to go, is there?
Yes. If this follows the canonical pattern of Jack the Ripper, there is one more to go. And you know that location would be Henrik Street. You just don't know when.
So that's what we're working out. So with the 28th, we had the...
I had the 29th. Okay.
29th was Cassandra. Then there was
so you're right. 29th for the first one, which was Valerie Keys. You had the 31st, which was Cassandra.
And then the Passad was the first.
Then you had the 5th. Then you had the next one, which you haven't had yet.
So one day, miss a day, then 2 in 2 days, and then a big split. So a 4-day gap or 3-day gap, 4-day gap.
Yeah, we haven't got the name of the fourth one yet, have we?
Well, we've got the location.
Yeah, just not her name yet.
Oh, sorry, the one that's... Yeah,
the one that's stuffed in the bin at St. James's Passage.
no, we'll have to find that out. In fact, your contact should be able to.
Yeah. Should be able to get the name of the one that was there.
The thing we need to find out is if these murders are happening elsewhere and then being brought here, and having that saying of the dogs running around along the Lebanese circle makes me wonder if they set this dog after people.
Yeah, well, we know Cassandra was killed where we found her.
Yeah, but there was dog.
Zania
there was paw prints though, wasn't there?
Yeah.
No,
Zania wasn't. She was drained of blood. And there was no blood at the scene, so we are assuming that she didn't die there. But
are they using this Lebanese circle as like a hunting ground for women? This bunch of perverts, and then bringing them here.
Could be. So we can.
Looks creepy enough too, doesn't it?
Yeah. See, I'm leaning towards heading to the Lebanese Circle rather than camping out on Reek Street.
Ooh, hang on. I've got all my dates wrong. So let me do the dates. Let me go back to double check the dates because I've just given you the wrong dates. 29th, 31st. First, 4th. So St James's Passage was Sunday 4th of September. I've got day 5 written here, so that was confusing me because I was tracking events by days. Sunday the 4th. Yeah.
We don't know her name, so that's Mark's job. I think you're right, Mark. Let's go camp out this this bleeding circle. I wouldn't mind going tooled up as well if there's a big bloody dog out there.
Yeah.
Okay. Don't forget you have a lunch date though. In about an hour and 10 minutes you have a lunch date with Jodie.
Indeed. I shall bring the hunk.
Bring the hunk. So you head to... Where did you meet her last time? Can you remember?
At 10 Bells.
10 Bells. Did you meet her at 10 Bells? No.
No, we didn't. We met her outside GCHQ. I'll tell you in a second.
Did we? I thought it was 10 Bells.
Old Bar 1 at Villa Street. Which is on... It's the Old Bar 1 on Villa Street. Yeah.
Yeah. All about Villa Street. It's 5:30. It was, to be fair, when we met her last time.
Yeah. Which is just off Charing Cross Station.
It's literally across the road from where she works, isn't it? Around the corner.
A little bit further. So you head your way over to that Old Bar 1, and once again, Jodie is anything but tardy, so she is on time. She arrives and she kind of comes in and nods at you, sits down and grabs the menu and smiles at Mark, nods at Sam.
Nod back. Thanks for coming, Jodie. What would you like?
Well, I'm on the job, so I better make it a single gin and tonic.
Not a problem.
And a cheeseburger, fries, hold the lettuce.
Will indeed.
So, how was Whitby?
Sorry, I was interrupted. Yeah, I'll do the order and small favour if
It was
possible.
good.
Sorry?
You said how was Whitby? Yeah, it was good.
Oh, sorry.
Enlightening.
Question. So, what do you want this time, Sam?
We've got this plate. We're trying to track down a body, and it was picked up by a morgue van, but the body hasn't been seen anywhere again.
Okay.
That looked a bit suspect as well.
All right.
Yeah.
When was this?
This was on the 31st. It was the jumper. Supposed jumper.
Okay. You see
I've got
the van?
I'll show the picture that I took of the van.
Oh, okay. Private ambulance. Interesting. Okay.
Not what you'd expect to pick up a jumper. Oh, a supposed jumper.
And you think this van took the body somewhere? Why do you think it's missing?
Well, the partner's not been able to find it, and the sister's not been contacted by the police either.
Okay.
It seems very strange that the police haven't contacted them to come and formally identify the body.
And who is this body alleged of?
It's Cassandra Irvin.
You mentioned Cassandra last time. Don't think you did you?
No.
Would she recognise the name at all? Did they work in the same place?
Just trying to. Can't remember. Did we decide? No. Jodie would be MI5.
She's MI5, yeah, MI5.
MI5 data analyst, yeah. So no, she doesn't.
No, because last time we asked her about Alexander, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, you did ask her about Cassandra because she messaged. She went because her response to you after you'd met her was C6, A5, flaming emoji,
right.
Sigma dot target.
Yeah.
I thought she knew who she was.
Yeah. So she does know. Okay. So Cassandra. Okay. How soon?
Yeah. So she's trying to locate where this van is, or where the body is, more importantly. And we're looking into her murder, but there's these other murders that are all linked together as well. It's bloody strange.
Linked? How do you mean?
Copycat.
Yeah.
Very old case.
Jack the Ripper.
I'm sorry?
Well, these bodies are all turning up in the same location as the 5 Jack the Ripper victims.
So we have a sadistical, history buff serial killer on our hands.
Apparently so.
Does the Met Police know this? Have you told them?
Don't know who to trust, to be honest, if a body can go missing.
And a fake detective can interrogate us in a police station.
Yeah, but it looks like this is what Cassandra wanted us to look into anyway for her.
She was under the impression that it had started and then she became one of the victims. Don't know where she got, how she figured out that it was starting after one murder, though.
No, remember, she'd been looking into stuff beforehand about Romania and things.
Yeah.
Okay, I will see what I can do for you.
Thanks, Jodie. You are a star.
No problem. Listen, she looks at Mark. You busy this weekend? I've got a couple of tickets to a show on the West End, and the guy that we're supposed to go with has stood me up. I'm wondering if you'd fancy it, coming along with me. Now remember, specifically, her description. 5'4", dark, brown hair, a little plump.
Yeah.
She's not ugly, but she's not a head turner.
Yeah. I honestly don't know what I'm doing this weekend because we're looking into these things. And have you heard about Sam's place getting turned over?
No.
No, I didn't. Sorry, Jody, completely slipped my mind. Yeah, do you know when we said we're going to Whitby?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, somebody killed everybody in my apartment block apart from one person, and ransacked my room and took a few things such as my tie, a patch off one of my jackets, and laptops. And the people that did it were very strong because they. It looks like the doors were torn off with the bare hands.
So at the moment, we may be targets.
I'll bear that in mind.
So
She
yeah,
when you say that, she immediately sort of scans the room.
yeah.
But if Mark is free at the weekend, he will take you out as a favour for me.
Yeah.
Because, you know.
Yeah, just thought you should know that there may be somebody tries to kill us. It could put a crimp on any shows that we go to.
Well, it's in like 4 days' time, so I think if what's going to happen is going to happen, it's going to happen in the next couple of days.
Okay. I'll tell you what. I'll see what I can do. I'll get back to you by 6 this evening.
Thanks again, and I'll stand up, shake hand, and give her a kiss on the cheek.
No worries. And she goes and gives Mark a hug and a kiss on the cheek. Okay.
Right, I'll give you a roll for that.
Yeah, give me a contacts roll. I'll see how good your roll is. What does she do for? Oh God. Okay. Oh, that's very good. Very good. Okay.
Oh, I could crit that, couldn't I?
You could absolutely crit that.
I'm going to crit that. So I just reverse it.
Okay. All right. Okay. What are you doing for the rest of the afternoon?
I'll send a message through to Liam, just asking. Point out that there's a murder on the 4th James Passage, maybe linked to something else we're looking into. Can you give me a name? Is Jodie looking at the CCTV at all? Did you
Didn't ask him to. She didn't.
No. To be fair,
I'll ask him. Do you have access to CCTV if I give you a list of locations and dates?
Okay.
So.
He will respond after a few moments and kind of go, perhaps, or maybe. So what are you asking Liam for?
The name of the victim, the 4th victim, and any CCTV in the locations where the victims were found on those dates. Let's see what he can actually get.
Okay, give me a roll.
What is it under again?
You should put it under a passion.
I'm definitely going to reverse that.
Pair of you get magic successes. Okay. All right. I'll give you what they send you both, and then we'll call it a night. So, Cassandra comes back fairly quick, probably within a couple of hours, and she messages you the following. On the morning of the 1st, van was seen on the following roads. 1 second. A1, A40, N3, A339, Aldermaston Road.
How are we spelling that?
Aldermaston.
Literally as it sounds. Brilliant.
Also, same road on the late evening of the 1st. So early morning, late evening of the 1st. And oddly, Sunday, the 4th, at about 12 p.m, just after noon, we've seen the same set of roads.
So that could have been the body of the 4th victim. So morning would have been Cassandra, afternoon could have been Xenia, or the evening could have been Xenia, and then on the 4th, or Mystery Woman. So it's the same van's picked up all 3 bodies. I bet if she looks further back, it collected her Valerie as well on the 29th.
I'll text back. Thanks, Jerry. Speak soon. Do you want us to put 10% into our contacts while we...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although we'll redo all that, but you can you can bump it when you've finished. Okay. The other thing she tells you is it's odd she can't get a handle on who owns the van. It's registered to a company. It is registered to a company called... I think I know who it's going to be. I just need to double check, so apologies.
I'm expecting it to be Sirius or Edom. Because they had similar black vans, didn't they? And Sirius Minerals had their HGU. That's a thing in Whitby. Assumptions can kill. That could be wrong.
Registered to a Carter Patterson and Company.
Oh.
However, she says they are not registered with Company's House. At the moment, she doesn't know who they are. Okay. It's much later on in the day, so by now it's kind of getting close to sort of 6:30, 7 o'clock before Liam gets back to you. And he sends you a name, Ava Garcia, and he sends you checking something. Ah. That's no good. Oh, this will work. Send you a SFTP link.
Okay. Best doing this in the hotel then. I'm going to download the videos. Where are we at the moment then?
You're in you've probably, by now you're back at your hotel.
Right, okay. In which case I'll download it using phone data rather than not go through the hotel's Wi-Fi or anything, and VPN on the phone to download it to make sure that it's secure.
First one has a sort of a document. Each in the FTP folder, there's like video 1, video 2, video 3, and then documents to go with it. The first one says first victim or victim dated 1st of the 9th evening, woman, Indian, Pakistani or Bangladeshi nationality. Racing back through from Hanbury Street backwards as best they can. You effectively get a picture of the woman. You see the woman talking to a tallish man with dark hair on the corner of Hanbury and Brick Lane. The woman, who you know as Zania, is dressed, and her mannerisms are rather sexually overt. She is clearly flirting with him and is pointing down Hanbury Street. The next camera piece of video flipped to the entranceway of the car park. There is a side door with a keypad on that Xenia is stood at typing, and you can see from the cameras pointing down at the door. Inside the car park you can see the man and Xenia are kind of having rather intense kissing sessions as she drags him to a car, a Fiesta, black or dark blue, parked away from the front windows near a pillar.
That's the one that was there when we were there.
Sorry, say again?
Is that the car that was there when we found the body?
No, it wasn't. And it's nowhere near where the body was. The registration that you can make out on the car is BG09 PFU. As they approach the car, the camera that's monitoring that area seems to go fuzzy and then cuts out. And you just get a note from Liam, for some reason, the camera interference, just tape degradation or something. I've tried, it's unlikely I can recover. And his note says that it's like this for about 4 hours. And then about 5 a.m., just after 5 a.m., the camera seems to go from fuzzy, flicker, to an image. First thing you notice, the Fiesta is not there. And as you can just about see another car coming around one of the pillars from the entranceway. You can see a large black dog heading out.
So that's 4 hours later. The dog turned up.
The next set of images, it says references St. James Passage, the death of Ava Garcia. You can see the cameras covering St. James's Square. You can see a woman of colour, with a man with black hair. They're both laughing. She seems very, very relaxed with him. He points to a set of benches near a waste recycle bin and leans in and whispers something in her ear. She nods, grabs him by the hand. They go over to the bench and they start to heavily kiss, touch and pet. The cameras then seem to freeze, flicker, stop recording at the point of freeze. You can see, though, that at the point that the image is frozen, and it's kind of that, you know how you'll get an image and then you'll start to see the lines as it's going out of focus or something. You can just about make out the image still underneath.
Yeah.
And he tells her he's tried to clean it up as best he can. And what do you make of this? Look closely at the man's hand on her breast. And when you do so, you notice that where he's got a hand placed on her breast, I don't know what that finger is. What's that finger?
Index finger.
Index finger. The index finger seems to have a rather unusually long fingernail. The camera seems to come back on about 30 minutes later. There is no sign of the man or the woman at the bench. The only thing the camera catches right in the corner, heading out of the entrance that is, or was once known as the Mythras Square entrance, the one that leads to Mythras Street, is a large black dog.
Okay, so is the dog tracking the killer down? Is he turning up after the fact, or is it linked in another way?
Well, that is a question for you to ponder next session.
No.
So the black-haired man with Ava, is he similar proportions to the one with Xenia?
Exactly similar proportion.
Okay, so probably the same person.
Hard to tell if it's the same person, but the person
height.
Same shape and height. He always seems to keep his face from any camera. So yeah, we will see what you do with that next week.
Every time we get an answer to one thing, it raises 2 or 3 more questions.
God, just to throw a spanner in the works for you, that once, because you're going to be reading Dracula. Dracula can change form at will to be able to grow and become small. Featured forms in the novel being that of a bat, a wolf, a large dog, fog, or mist.
Yeah, I knew about those anyway.
Cool.
Oh, excuse me.
But the fact that he's there so long after the murders, I'm wondering whether it is the man that we're seeing in the video, or the man in the video's rogue, and this one's tracking him down to try and stop him revealing what's going on. I told you my mind works differently to everyone else's, and I just read more and more things into it that it could be.
See, out of character, what I'm thinking is Dracula's killing, if it is Dracula, is killing them while the video's off, and then turn into a dog to get away. Just wander off.
But the first one was 4 hours.
Yeah.
4 hours the video was off.
Drained the blood though, wasn't she?
Yeah.
You don't do that in 45 minutes.
Yeah, we don't know about Ava, what state she was in.
No.
But that was only half an hour.
But then Ava didn't have a car.
Yeah.
Aldermaston Road's very long, you know.
Yeah. Where is it?
Basingstoke.
Yeah. And what's on Aldermaston Road?
Aldermaston. Sorry.
If you're looking at the map, it jumps right out at you.
Oh, Tadley's Health and Fitness.
Exactly.
That's the one. Let me zoom out. I've got that much crap appearing on here.
Well, let me rephrase. It's visible from Aldermaston Road. It's not technically on Aldermaston Road, although the part that's relevant is straight off Aldermaston Road. And if you are zoomed out enough, it is one of the things that appears on the map. So what's the big place that's on that road?
Well, you've got the recycling place.
Where are you looking?
I don't know. Aldermaston.
The only thing I'm seeing apart from roads and buildings is the National Trust.
Yeah, you've got the Roman city walls.
Where's that?
That's it. Aldermaster Road's really low. Is it literally just come off the A339?
You come off the A339.
Got the hospital. You got Sherburn St John.
Yeah, you've got the. What did you just say?
Sherburn St John.
No.
Monk Sherburn.
What did you say before that? You've got the.
Basingstoke Hospital.
And in Basingstoke Hospital, there is a very specific building that's labelled. I'll give you a clue, it's off the avenue.
The hospice, St Michael's Hospice. Oh, haemophilia.
Ah.
Bingo. North Hampshire haemophilia.
Haemophilia, hemostasis.
You don't have an idea. So, the logical place, if it's seen on Aldermaston Road, the logical place is the hospital.
Yeah.
Right? And you would assume that. The problem is there is no CCTV that was available to Liam, even with a critical, that gets him access to the hospital.
Yeah.
It will be on a closed circuit. So you would need to go to the hospital physically, get access to the hospital's security footage from across the hospital to see if you can track the van. But you know the van has done that route every single time a body has appeared.
Yeah.
And so you've got to ask the question why? And why that specific place? And the thing that would jump out at you is that there is this haemophilia centre. But why?
Sounds like I need to get a fake ID for there. I've got medicine.
There you go.
That's our back door.
Exactly. So, we'll pick that up next week.
Yeah.
You've still got a little bit of exploring to do and a little bit of things to try and tackle here before, or if, you know, I mean, you can go to there whenever you want, but there's still the potential fifth victim. Do you want to try and stop that from happening?
Indeed.
There is the clue to the Lebanese circle. Do you want to explore that before you head to Basingstoke? Do you want to go to Basingstoke? Is it what is it you want to do?
We shall discuss, I think, during the week.
And my camera has frozen again.
Yeah.
Right, gents, I'm going to go to bed because I'm tired. I hope you enjoyed tonight.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.